Please hit that like button on your way in, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to get started. We want to do a stream. Miami Dolphins Nik Needham resigns with the team. Xavien Howard and Nik Needham has to improve in this key area. We'll talk about those things coming up. Make sure you check out Miami Sports Music Podcast Network. You got Certified with Stephen D. You got What Would Shula Do with Dwayne. I'm saying Dwayne Wade O. You got yours truly, TD Fans Talk with TD. And you got Dougly Do Wrong with Doug, as you all know, talking about them Dolphins with Jamie Bahamas. So make sure y'all check them out. Fins Fans panel is in the building. What's up, Larry? I see you, man. Glad to see you, homie. Shout out to the Mod Squad, Jaden Rivera, True Fins Fans. Michael Simmons, what's up with you, homie? I hope all is well. DM Fans, what's up, man? We're about to get started, y'all. Y'all hit that like button. Man, I just love that music. But anyway, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing today? Beautiful Tuesday. Welcome back to TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Hope y'all are good. Hope y'all are good today, man. How are y'all feeling? Let me know in the comment section. Hey, real quick, I just want to check. I want y'all to put your city and your zip code on the screen real quick. Let me know where you're from. Let me know where you're from. Put your city and your zip code into the comment section real quick for me. I give me another haircut coming soon. TD, we have what, 4 in the top 50? Why not 6 in the top 50? I don't think we have 4 in the top 50, do we? I think it's 3 in the top 50, and then maybe I gotta go look at the chart again. I think one of them might just be outside. Got California, Hawaii, Port St. Lucie, Boston, Pompano, Trenton, Phoenix, Laredo, Miami, Fort Pierce, San Antonio, Virginia Beach, Las Vegas, Virginia, Palm Beach again. I'm good. It's 70 degrees. Connecticut. Hollandale. Shout out. Oh, my brother Steve. What's up, man? North Miami, North Lauderdale. Hampshire. Man, y'all moving too fast. Now I see another Lauderdale. New Orleans in the house. Cayman Islands. Wow. Man, Sarasota, Tamarack. Ooh. LA again. Long Island, New York in the building. Okay. Man, we spread out. Philly in the house. Central Florida. Yeah, that's where I am. Phoenix, Arizona, Rhode Island. Man, North Carolina, Miami Gardens. Why you said for Connecticut? I didn't mean that in a negative way. I'm like, everywhere, in other words. We love you worldwide. Hey, I'm loving y'all too, man. Myrtle Beach in the house, Texas, Tejas, the trenches, United Kingdom. Shout out to Craig Justice across the pond. Miramar in the house, New Jersey, Marana, Arizona, Tennessee. Tannehill about to rip them up this year. We'll see. Meridian, Dothan, Alabama, St. Cloud, Miami-Dade, Antarctica. Brad G, you guys have to show me proof. You in Antarctica, all right? Florida, St. Cloud, El Paso, Miami, and Bama. Bahamas. That's what's up, man. All right, man. Let me go ahead and get started, man. I'm glad y'all rocking with me today. If y'all could please hit the like button, it would be greatly appreciated. We're doing bigger and better things over here at TD Fans Talk. Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to see me live a whole lot more. West Park, I see you. You're going to see me live a whole lot more. We're going to do a lot of videos. But, hey, man, it's time for me to make sure that I'm giving back and giving back in the proper way, guys. So, at the end of the day, if you have specific videos that you want me to do, hit me up on IG or whatever it may be. I may not be able to do them all, but I'm going to try to do as many as I can. I know I'm about to get ready to launch the membership for the channel, because I had a Patreon, but I wasn't really doing much with the Patreon. So I want to do members on the channel and use YouTube. So that's going to be launched probably within the next 24 hours. You don't have to become a member, okay? You'll still have access to all of the streams that we do, but there will be some specific perks for members and things of that nature, so you'll be able to check it out. And or you just want to support. That way, those people who say, hey, I'm just going to drop you $5, why not be a member? I mean, $5, at least get some perks for it and different things like that, man. So I like for you to get something for your investments in me and this channel. But again, hit that like button. Let's go ahead and get started, ladies and gentlemen. These are those moments where it's not like it's crazy big news, but it is an educational moment for us to learn about what happened with Nik Needham recently with his resigning, what it all means, some of the NFL terms that we all just ignore. We glance over, and most of us don't even know the facts about it, but I'm here to bring them your way. Then we're going to talk about something that Nik Needham and Xavien Howard, they're going to need to really improve in this key area for our defense to take the next step this year. Yes, I did say Nik Needham and Xavien Howard, because it's a glaring issue that those two have in the secondary that has to be addressed going into this season if we're going to have the number one defense in the NFL. So we'll talk about that in a second as well. So back to Nik Needham. First of all, we all know Nik Needham, undrafted guy who literally, man, we made nothing out of something. I know a lot of you all were here with me when we lived through 2 years ago, that dreadful year of just pain. Ryan Fitzpatrick, Josh Rosen, back to Ryan Fitzpatrick. We can't win a game. We're getting beat 600 to zip and 433 to 3. And y'all remember those times, okay? Y'all remember those, all right? Now, that's when we got to know who Nik Needham was. It was a little scrub, whatever, that Dolphins fan kept raving about. He kept saying, y'all gonna watch out. That kid Nik Needham is special. And we're like, oh, okay, whatever. And that's just honest. That's what most of us were doing. Okay, Nik Needham. Okay, we'll see. And when we started that season, we're like, yeah, this is your Nik Needham? I mean, that's not much to be proud about, right? And sure enough, by the second half of the season, Nik Needham started to make a little, I'm going to give you the honest timeline. He started to make a little name for himself. You start to see, okay, look at Nik Needham trying to make a play. We don't know who you is, but look at him trying to make a play. Made a play here, made a play there, Oh, he got beat there, but he made another play there. Oh, he's sticking with his man. Oh, he's making a tackle right away. Oh, he's batting stuff down. Okay, look at this little Nik Needham. He ain't no Xavien Howard, It's not even close. But you know what? I see where they've improved. It helped him improve his game. I see where he's starting to look like a, third option corner at the time, maybe even fourth. But a guy that, if he can continue to grow, I like to see where he can head. And sure enough, ended the season on a scale of 1 to 10. He started the season, in my eyes, a 2 out of 10, and ended the season somewhere like a 6 out of 10. And I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, but overall, you were still like a 5 out of 10, 4.5 out of 10. So, but what we saw at the end of the season, it made you feel, comfortable about moving forward and seeing what they can continue to build. Moving forward to 2020 season, and like, is Nik Needham going to pick up where he left off? He's picking up, but maybe not where he left off, but I'm seeing some decentness. It's nothing glaring. And as the season went on and on and on, I'm like, okay, Nik Needham, okay. Ooh, look at Needham. Needham doing his job when you need him to do his job in a lot of cases. Is he perfect? I mean, is he literally just the best thing ever? No, but at the same token, I see you, Nik Needham. You making a little name for yourself. All right, I like that. Let's keep on building this kid. I love it because, look, we got a guy who came from what many would call nothing when you talk about undrafted and this and that and that and this, But he's becoming something. We're getting to know his name more and more now, okay? I see you, Nik Needham, and I'm here to tell y'all at the end of the day, when the season ended last year, I was proud of Nik Needham. Nik Needham has solidified himself as a NFL football player. See, everybody's an NFL football player if you're in the NFL, but y'all know what I mean. He is a NFL football player, a guy who deserves to be on a 53-man or 55, whatever the league gonna do, deserves to be on an active roster, not a practice squad, and that says a lot. To come from where he came from, to be a guy who can make a team and be on that team and contribute, kudos to him, his improvement. Big ups to Nik Needham. He is a good corner. Nik Needham is a good corner. Is he great? Is he excellent? He's still young. He still has upside. He still has upside. So this year, I am looking for Nik Needham to take the next step. So if I have Nik Needham out of a 6 out of a 10, ladies and gentlemen, I just need him to improve to somewhere around like a 6.7 out of 10. I'm being very technical here because although it's a small improvement, that slight improvement of a 0.7 type, almost a 7 guy, but just a 6.7, that means he's showing a little bit more consistency in what he's been doing, and he's elevated his game. And I'm about to tell you the one area where he has to elevate his game. But he's not alone. Him and Xavien Howard have a glaring issue in our secondary that they have to improve if they're going to take that next step. Glaring issue. And, I love being interactive. Anybody know what that issue is? Put it in the comment section. I want to see if I got any Dolphin scholars, all right? Make sure you hit that like button on your way in, ladies and gentlemen. We got 150 people rocking with us right now. Well, 160, but we only got 95 likes. Punch that like button as I wait on some of your responses in a key area that Nik Needham is going to need to improve in, but it's not just him. It is also Xavien Howard. These guys have to improve in this area for us to have the number 1 defense in the league next year. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Somebody said crossing routes. No, I'm not talking about crossing routes. I mean, don't get me wrong. That is an area both of them need to continue to improve in, but I think X actually got better. Press coverage, no zone. I'm willing to bet it's going to be a while before anybody names it. This is going to be interesting. Throw out as many things as you can. I want to see if anybody actually names it. I want to see if anybody can name it. Deep threat, coverage skills, zone coverage, press, man coverage, tackling, run defense, running the routes. Oh, Jacob wins. Jacob wins. We got one person that got it right. One person got it right. Jacob wins. Shout out to you, Jacob. Jacob Susich, shout out to you. You got it right, ladies and gentlemen. Penalties. Penalties, y'all. Penalties. Both of these guys need to improve in penalties. Now, Xavien Howard needs to improve in this area more than Nik Needham. So let's break it down for all of you all who don't know what's going on with penalties with the Miami Dolphins. First of all, Nik Needham has been a corner for 2 years, and he has garnished 12 penalties in those 2 years. Now, mind you, most of those penalties, see, it's easy to say, yeah, but don't you think most of those came in the first year? No, 7 of them came last year alone. So let's talk about last year. Nik Needham drew 7 flags in 2020. 7, ladies and gentlemen. Now, it's just 7, TD. If you go compare it to the rest of the NFL, trust me, 7 is a lot in the secondary. And I'll give you context with the rest of the corners on our team, okay? But let's break down the penalties that he's gotten. He's gotten 2 pass interferences, all right? He's also got defensive holding 2 times and 3 illegal contacts. 3 illegal contacts, all right? Illegal contact, touching, got your hands on the guy after 5 yards. That's something that as he gets better, I believe he can definitely improve in that area. He can take care of that. Illegal contacts are something that can be fixed. You just got to have a good knack for where you are on the field. I like it, though. That's indication he's being physical. He's with his guy. He's putting hands on. That's why he's excelled lately. But it comes with risks. He has to know when to let go, when to get his hands off. He has 2 defensive holdings. Hey, you might be getting beat in some cases, but he's tugging a little. He's tugging a little. Okay? And these things do matter, okay? Now, the holding calls are 5 yards, and neither of his holding calls resulted in a first down, which is good, thankfully. Thankfully, neither of his holding calls resulted in a first down, all right? But the pass interferences obviously did result in the first down. They're automatic, and the illegal contacts were 5-yard penalties. And luckily, none of the illegal contacts resulted in a first down either, which is lucky. But this is a key area that he's going to have to improve in. He has to, y'all. Now, the strange thing is, when I wanted to, before I got on Nik Needham, I said, I got to look at it in comparison. You know, I want to look at it in comparison because I don't want to just bash him for nothing. But it was pretty glaring, guys, when you look at the team and you look at the secondary, where all the penalties are coming from. And it was really glaring. It's nothing. You can't pass over it. It is really glaring where those issues are coming from. So I'm about to pull some of them up and let y'all know, all right? So look, the player in the secondary that leads us in penalties obviously is Xavien Howard, okay? Well, y'all give me a second. Let me pull up the whole list so you know exactly. Okay, I'll come get it for you, okay? Y'all give me 1 second. We'll go straighten something up real quick. Oh man, I'm trying to go team. Y'all give me a second. I gotta pull it up. I'll be right back. 1 moment. My bad, guys. We got a donation from Juke who said, "Yo, TD, what do you think about Preston Williams?" Listen, man, he got to stay healthy. I love his talent. If he can stay healthy, it's just something I can't sit here and I'm waiting on him. I'll just put it like that. I'm waiting on Preston Williams. All right, so that's where I'm at with it. All right, guys, give me a second. I'm pulling it up real quick. All right. League season team. I got to figure out how to turn this Siri off. Y'all hit that like button, guys. All right. Team. AFC East, Miami Dolphins. All right. Penalties. All right, here we go. Got it. Gosh, hold on. Cornerbacks. Y'all bear with me. I just did this earlier. Jones, cool, bro. He the reason X got so many interceptions. Yeah, you're gonna have to bear with me real quick. Man, this is crazy. Yeah, I mean, let me see. View Miami by position. Okay. Defensive backs. I don't know why it keeps doing that. I'm sorry, y'all. Thanks for y'all patience. I don't know why this thing is acting up on me now. I had it up clear as day earlier. All right, last year we had 22 penalties as a team on with our defensive backs. Okay. All right, y'all gonna have to forgive me. I don't know why it's not working for me now, but I did write some of them down. All right. So Xavien Howard, he's also gonna have to improve in this area. Okay. The issue with Xavien Howard, he led the team in penalties in the secondary with 8. He had 8 penalties last year, and those 8 penalties, 7 of them led to a first down, which is alarming. Okay, 4 of them were defensive pass interference, 2 of them were defensive holding, 1 of them was a face mask, and the other one was a disqualification. So him and somebody must have got into it, and he got disqualified. I don't remember that, but obviously he did. So him and Nik Needham, these are areas where we can't afford to continue to have numbers so high like this. I know some people, we just imagine Xavien Howard without those penalties. This defense is even more legit. Take away half of Nik Needham's penalties, man, this defense is like catapulting. And some of these, like I said, Nik Needham, 1 out of his 7 caused the first down. Xavien Howard, 7 out of his 8 caused the first down. And that's alarming. He has to be smarter in that regards, with the defensive pass interferences and things of that nature. I know somebody said, well, what about Byron Jones? Byron Jones only had 2 penalties all year. Some of y'all may not know that. Byron Jones only got flagged for 2 penalties all year. And guess what those 2 penalties were? One of them wasn't even guarded. It was a neutral zone infraction. He was a little too far over the line, which tells you he was in somebody's face, bump and run like, let's get it. But he was already in the neutral zone. So that's one of the penalties. And his second penalty was against the Raiders, and we all know what that was. With 2 minutes left in the game, perfect defense, and they threw the flag. Do y'all remember that crap versus the Raiders? Y'all let me know in the comment section. Maybe it's just me making excuses for Byron Jones. Let me know in the comment section. So one was BS call versus the Raiders. Exactly. Oh, y'all remember. That was the game where we end up, that's the game we end up winning anyway off the miracle, right? But that's the point where they tried to rob us by saying he was pass interference, and it was perfect defense. It was perfect defense, man. So when you really think about it, if he didn't get robbed on that call and then line up in the neutral zone, this man would have had 0 penalties because none of his penalties, other than that bogus one, had anything to do with guarding, touching a receiver, or pass interference, really. And y'all wonder why I be telling y'all how good this man is and y'all don't realize. You wonder why I be telling y'all how good this man is. Ain't no penalties over there. What you think Flores and them, why you think they covered this man like that? He ain't over there getting flags. He over there sticking with his man. And anything you get on him is typically a comeback route or something where he tackles you right away because he right there and you made a heck of a catch. But it just amazes me how people be bashing him. This man virtually had no penalties if you really think about it. No coverage penalties other than the one he got robbed on. No coverage penalties. But then we got Nik Needham out here with 7 last year and Xavien Howard with 8. You think that don't make a difference? Yeah, it makes a difference. Yeah, it makes a difference. Man, yep, Byron not only great athlete, he is smart. Exactly. Byron once got beat way more than X did. I'm not even sure what you're saying there. Byron once got beat way more than X did. You mean Byron got beat way more than X against the ones? I don't know what you mean. So I don't know. X had a way better year. Yeah, because of interceptions. That's what some of y'all fail to realize. He had a way better year because you covet interceptions. That's why I wanted to look this thing up, because what y'all don't know, out of those 8 penalties, 4 of them were on third downs. 4 of them were on third downs that caused the first down. That's as good as an interception had he not gotten the penalty. That's a good punt if he had not gotten a penalty. Do you know how many times Byron Jones forced people to punt? Because on third down, he took care of business. See, y'all don't look at the hidden stats. You don't look at the hidden stats. All you doing is counting interceptions. He had a better season. Yeah, statistically, right? But an impact on the game, well, and now don't get me wrong, it's not Xavien Howard's fault our offense couldn't capitalize on none of his picks. It ain't his fault they couldn't get nothing out of none of his picks. So, but don't get me wrong, Xavien Howard did ball out this year. But imagine what our defense would have looked like had we reduced our penalty count. Luis with the donation said, loving this, TD. Depth is key. We got more coming in 9 days. I agree. And don't forget, you also got Coleman. The corner that we brought in to battle it out for the nickel position. Good talent as well, young. And imagine what he's going to look like when Flores and those guys get their hands on him. It's going to be interesting. X, though, has that explosive acceleration. Okay, I guess. He has that explosive acceleration. See, let me ask y'all something. Would you rather explosive celebration, or would you rather never needing to even use it? Because you ain't behind in the first place. Because relying on explosive acceleration, you're going to get burnt sometimes. Because you can accelerate all you want, but there are 15 receivers in the league. You can accelerate all you want. You ain't catching up to them. You better hope that the quarterback underthrows it. And if we go back to the interceptions, you're going to see a lot of slightly underthrown balls coming X's way and they got picked off. Or balls that were overthrown and Xavien Howard was over the top and went right in his lap. Now, some of those were just straight ball hawking, a thing of beauty from Xavien Howard. But which would you rather? The guy who has that pickup speed at the last minute, or a guy who never needs it because he always right there on point? I'm just curious. I ain't saying which one. I'm just asking y'all. Shout out to Juke with the donation. Said, what position do we go for in the draft? All of them. All of them. I mean, the biggest positions of areas of opportunity. You want to start looking at a linebacker of the future. You definitely want to look at a defensive end. You want to still bring in pieces on the O line to compete until we find our perfect set of units. All of that good stuff. All of that good stuff. Most of Howard's interceptions impacted the game more than the penalties. I agree. I agree. And that's the plus. That's the positive for Xavien Howard. But we don't look at things just to negate something else. No, let's get those interceptions and keep those penalties down so you can get more Defensive Player of the Year votes. You ever think about that? All us running around here crying, that should have been the Defensive Player of the Year. Oh, but you didn't even know this stat that I'm telling you. You didn't even know these stats that I'm telling you about the penalties. Most of you didn't even know it. Because once again, the only thing you're looking at is interceptions. So had he cut them penalties in half, he might have gotten a few more Defensive Player of the Year votes. It makes a difference. His rating would have even been higher. As high as it already was. Shout out to Rich with the donation saying trade up from 18 to 10, take Surtain, trade X. I don't know. Listen, man, I was thinking about a scenario last night where I was like, why can't we just have the 6th pick, have the 10th pick, and have the 11th pick? Believe it or not, it is possible. We already got 6. If you did do something like trade Xavien Howard for the 10th pick with Dallas, and then the 11th pick, the Giants just said today they're open to trading out of the position if anybody's interested. We take number 18. We give them another later asset, move down. 3 players in the top 11. I'm with it. I'm with it because you know what? You know what? At 6, if you can get Pitts, at 10, you still probably going to have at least one of those receivers. And at 11, you're still going to have one of the, possibly Surtain. Or at 6, you can get Penei Sewell. At 10, you still get, however you want to look at it, you get a receiver at 10. And at 11, you have flexibility. You can do whatever you want. But it's possible, y'all. It's very well possible to have the 6th, the 10th, and the 11th pick. All right, shout out to the homie for the donation. He said, what up, TD? Thoughts on Pitts at 6 and linebacker Owosu, Koromoa at 18. Cover our bases for Gesicki and Baker in one round of the draft. Owusu is similar to Baker. If you can get him at 18, it will save us money. I will say that. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I've been having internal conflicts lately because I'm a Pitts guy at 6, but I'm still not gonna be mad if they took Penei Sewell. There's a little piece of me deep down that still wouldn't be mad if they got Sewell, as long as that mean we had actually moved up in the draft somewhere around like 9 or 10 and got at least another receiver. So I'm having all kind of conflicts at the last minute, and it's kind of crazy. So, man, I'm going to have to nail it down as I do these mocks, man. Last night ain't even a true mock. I was just having some fun with the new system. Shout out to Aiden with the donation. ATD, Baker over Parsons. Just a reminder for the draft. Aiden, if you truly believe that, then we stick with Baker then. If Flores believes that, then stick with it. Stick with them. Shout out to G Firm with the donation. TD, what up, my brother? I'm in here. I appreciate you, homie. Yes. Might say Aiden stay off the weed. Hey, everybody entitled their opinion, man. We'll see. We'll see how they feel about it. We'll see what Flores and Greer feels about it. My thing is, shout out to Dwayne. Good point he makes. So does Greer trade out of 6 if Sewell is available, since Fluker is on the roster now? No, because I think they want Fluker to play guard. And left guard at that. So I think if Sewell is on the board, you'd have Austin Jackson, you'd have Fluker, you'd have gosh, I keep forgetting his name, our new center from Baltimore. Because I think he'll win the position. We'll see. Then you'll have they might kick Robert Hunt inside now, finally, on the right side. And then you'll have Panay Sewell or Solomon Kinley on that right side. But now, listen, they got Panay Sewell. Now you're sitting, Matt Skira. I keep forgetting his name. But if you get Panay Sewell, now you got a little luxury, because now you got interchangeable pieces between Folker, Robert Hunt, Solomon Kinley. Now it's like, okay, now we got options. So I don't know. One thing no one is talking about is the importance of us picking up a center at some point in the second or third round. I think will be very valuable for this team, a center of the future. Rashawn Slater is better than Sewell. If they feel that way, let's go. But if they're, let me say this, if they're even close to feeling that way, and you would have gotten Sewell at 6, trade out of 6. Go get the assets. Go get the haul. If you got alternative guys that you feel will be just fine, trade out. We could all look up and Panay Sewell busting out. I don't think so, but you never know. Whatever this coaching staff and this front office feels, let's do it. All right? But anywho, man, I'm going to move on real quick. Back to Nik Needham real quick before I get out of here. Nik Needham signed his exclusive rights free agent tender. A lot of y'all don't even know the difference between all the tenders, but that's why you got me to explain them to you. The exclusive rights free agent tender is one where we don't have to worry about another team outbidding us or anything, okay? It basically means that if you have collectively under 3 years of experience in the league and you're an undrafted rookie that basically have been in the league less than 3 years and not under contract, the team that you're originally with can offer you a league minimum based off of how many years you've been in the league. So for Nik Needham, the league minimum based off of a 2-year credited seasons is $850,000. So the Miami Dolphins essentially just said, Nik Needham, we're signing you this year for $850,000. Nobody else can negotiate with you. You're on our team. Ain't no negotiations. Ain't no talking with nobody else. We got you. That's the cost of us getting an unrestricted free agent. That's the cost of you being undrafted. We get to do the things we want to do. So they have him for a 1-year deal, $850,000, and no team can try to match it or anything. He's ours. Now, when he comes up to next year, he's going to be at 3 years, and he may not be eligible for that anymore. But it's collective credited seasons. So right now, he's roughly around 2 credited seasons, so we're able to do that. So they exercised that offer, so we got him less than $1 million. Kudos to the Miami Dolphins. Aiden with the donation said, there is one thing nobody should contradict. Pitts at 6. Hey, Hey, now you talking, Aiden. Now you talking, Aiden. But anywho, man, I appreciate y'all coming through for the quick stream. Wanted to talk about this key area. Listen, X and Nik Needham need to tighten up on the penalties because it's only going to make us that much better. It's going to keep our defense off the field a little longer so that they can get the necessary rest, especially if our offense struggles. But we're very hopeful that it doesn't. We're going to ball out this year, y'all. So, again, thank y'all for tuning in. I'll see y'all in a little bit. This TDPHINSTALK, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Make sure you hit that like button on your way out. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Fins up, fins up, fins up. Shout out to everybody all around the world that watches the channel. If you're new, make sure you subscribe. Thank you for tuning in.